All right, if I want to find h of x, if you look over here, h of x says we're going to take f of x and subtract g of x. So what that means is we're going to take f, which is 3x minus 2, and subtract g, which is 5 minus x. So that will look something like this. We're going to have f, which is 3x minus 2, and we're going to subtract g, which is 5 minus x. All right, now we got to simplify that. In order to simplify that, what you got to realize is there's a negative here that has to distribute because you're subtracting both things in the second parentheses. Right here, you're subtracting both of those. So that this 5 will become a negative 5, and that negative x will become a positive x. So take a look. You're going to end up with 3x minus 2, and that 5 becomes a negative 5, and that negative x is going to become a positive x. And now we're going to combine like terms. So we're going to combine the x's. A 3x and an x will give us 4x's. And then we're going to combine the numbers. A negative 2 and a negative 5 is a negative 7. And that is your answer to that problem. That is h of x. That is a new function for h of x. Now remember, h of x is the difference of these two. That's also the function, but we're writing it as a new function that we can use easier. This is not as easy to use. This is a lot easier to use. Now, if I want to find h of negative 3, well, making this h of x function, isn't that going to be the easiest way to find h of negative 3? Plug it into here. Now, could I technically put negative 3 here and here? Find h of negative 3 and g of negative 3 and subtract the two. Yeah, but that's kind of a waste of time. Isn't this going to be a lot easier to put negative 3 into than each one of these individually? So let's plug it in to this one. So we have 4x minus 7, and we're replacing x with negative 3. That number is what we're going to put in for the x value of h. That is a whole lot easier than going and putting negative 3 into each your f and g and subtracting those individually. So this would be negative 12 minus 7. Remember, you multiply first. And then negative 12 minus 7 is negative 19. Now, just as a reminder, you could plug it into this and plug it into this. It would look like this. We're not going to solve it, but it would look something like this. You put negative 3 into f, and then you subtract negative 3 into that. Now, do you see you put negative 3 into both? What I did is I took f, put negative 3 in, and put g, put negative 3 in. And if I simplify this nasty, I should get negative 19. Again, you could do this, plugging negative 3 in each one and subtracting them. Do you see that's kind of like not a smart move? But it could be done. All right, so on this last one, I want to know when f of x equals 10. So we don't even care about h, do we? No, we just look for f. So here's f. I want to know when this function equals 10. Now, some of you can look at this and do guess and check and try to figure it out. But the easiest way is to replace f of x with 3x minus 2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace f of x with 3x minus 2, and then I have the 10 still. So again, all I did is replace that with what it's equal to, left the 10, and now can I simply solve this to find out when you get 10? This is a way easier way than trying to guess and check and try to figure out some random way. Anyways, so what we're going to do, we're going to add 2 over. That's gone. And I'll have 3x equals 8. Oh, no, that's an add. I almost made a mistake, isn't it? So that'd be 12?
Yeah.
Almost made a mistake there. All right, and then I divide both sides by what? 3. So I get x equals 4. Now, if you wanted to check it, could you go to here and put 4? Does 3 times 4, which is 12, minus 2 give you 10? Oh, yeah. So you can check it once you're done. You can always take the 4 and plug it in and see if it actually works. That is a good choice to do when you're done if you think that could help.